If there is any hope for reviving the MCU in any form or fashion, that is going to be decided by how they treat the first family of Marvel, the Fantastic Four.
Whoa!
And there's an article that came out today that it sheds a little bit of light on some things, at least what they're allowed to tell us. And, you know, things are kind of iffy. Things have been iffy with Disney Marvel ever since basically they took over. But things are even more iffy than ever. Let's go into this article and we can explain a little bit more why this might be failing, even though a lot of people were excited about it. So the film entitled Fantastic Four First Steps, they've come out and said it won't be an origin story, which I can kind of agree with because we've seen the origin story so many times. We've seen it all over again. They've also said that this is going to be in an alternate universe or some kind of multiverse kind of thing. So they're still trying to pull that in there. That's another thing that makes it iffy for me. But the director and actors, they have made some remarks that should be concerning. Concerning doesn't have to be good or bad. It's just concerning, something to think about. So the actors and the director have given hints about what to expect. In an exclusive interview with Entertainment Weekly, Matt Shackman revealed that it won't be an origin story. Well, shucks. I've already given my thoughts on this. It probably would be better to at least gloss over the origin part of it and maybe make it like the intro scene, the intro sequence, just to get people who haven't watched this before or watched this story, don't know much about the characters, just to get them like up to date, up to speed a little bit. Just spend the first 10 minutes of your film and just, or maybe even flashbacks, like a flashback sequence of when it all happened might be one of the better ways of doing it. Then you can go on with your own story, whatever you're going to do. Now, we don't know exactly what they're going to do yet. They're being pretty tight lipped on all of it, but there are ways to work around it and still make it profitable. So the director goes on to say, one of the ways we're making our own thing is we're not telling the story of them going up and being changed, starting our story there. Yeah, well, everyone knows it. Well, let's just start this thing off on a completely new foot. So we're beginning after that. Yeah, and this is neither here nor there, but especially after Feige's announcement that the film will take place in an alternate universe, because of course it will. Of course it will. An alternate universe. Using the multiverse angle could work. Well, it can't because of their track record. I keep seeing tracks and multiverse and alternate universe in this article. I'm just like their track record trying to incorporate this. I know they did a lot of it in the comics. I know it has been done before, but what we've seen in the films, it does not bode well. They have royally screwed everything, and people are already tired of it. If South Park can say it, so can we. One of the concerning things, at least for the writer of this article, is that Matt Shackman previously directed WandaVision. I mean, he's also done some other good stuff, like It's Always Sunny in Philly, Fargo, which is an amazing and probably underrated TV show, and Game of Thrones. Now, which Game of Thrones? Was he there in the golden years? Because I actually do think Dumb and Dumber were directing almost every episode in the latter half. But anyway, I digress. The series focused on Wanda Maximoff and her villainous behavior that was ultimately forgiven in the finale. We don't need to go off into that because we'll just set fire to everything and then say that we, I don't know, just apologize to the cops and they'll forgive us if we have tits. So obviously questions are being raised. I was like, okay, well, do you have a storyline? Is there something that you can tease us with? If there's something you can at least give us so we can speculate. One of the great things about being a fan is that once you get some information, you can come up with your own theories and then you all kind of like debate those. And then when it comes out, you could fight about who was right. Well, you were right about that thing, but I got that part down. That was the fun of fandom. Why are we not getting into this anymore? Instead, we're just getting vague answers, and it's probably because all their crap is failing. But we can speculate on what the cast members have said. So let's get back into it. So Ben Grimm's actor, The Thing, Eben Moss Baccarat from The Bear and Punisher season 1. So he does have a little bit of skin in the game when it comes to Marvel. He shared some details about experience on set with Jimmy Kimmel of all people. I wonder if Jimmy Kimmel cried whenever he heard that Ebon had used the character's catchphrase, it's clobbering time, because he had to sneak it in there. I wonder if he cried about that. Probably. But the actor goes off to say, we'll see what happens. I don't have final cut on this one. So what I take this to mean is that it wasn't in the script, but he felt like the character needs to say it anyway. Now, if that is true, it doesn't bode well for the film or Ben Grimm. Catchphrases are essential to their characters, and the thing not having his will make him a different character entirely. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Not necessarily, because there have been really good Hulk films where waiting until the last climactic moment of the finale where he goes Hulk smash. Yeah, I would disagree. However, there are probably more hardcore fans of the Fantastic Four that would say, "Oh no, he's got to say it quite a bit, or at least more than once." Uh, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And speaking of changing characters, Julia Garner remarked on her take on Silver Surfer, which is absolutely dumb. Yeah, Silver Surfer's a chick now. And here's where I want to really parse this and give both sides of the aisle on this statement, or both takes. Devil's advocate, I might say. So, in her own interview with Entertainment Weekly, she said, "I can't really speak a lot about that project. All I could just say is that I'm very lucky to have a part in the project, and the Fantastic Four are fantastic." Notice something right there. They're so amazing in this. I'm very excited for people to see them. I'm assuming this Silver Surfer is going to be really shiny like any other previous ones in the comic book. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Now, you could say on one side, this makes her sound dumb, vapid, like a complete bimbo bitch that doesn't know what she's doing. She just took a paycheck. You could also say that she is damn good at sarcasm because she knows she's not allowed to say anything. She knows she's supposed to be tight lipped about it. And so she's saying the absolutely dumbest stuff ever just to get people to stop asking. Which one is it? Don't know. But if it is the latter, I think this is absolutely hilarious that I gained a little bit of respect for. If it's not, well, I guess that's Hollywood, and this is what we've come to expect out of them. So, as of right now, not very much to go on, and but this is what I was talking about earlier, so I might just have to retcon my own statement at the beginning of this video. This is what's so exciting about fandom, like just taking little snippets and reading further into it than maybe we should. Now, sometimes we're completely right, sometimes we're completely wrong, sometimes we're somewhere in the middle. But this is what's fun about fandom. I personally am not super excited about the casting for this film, but in order for anything Disney Marvel as far as cinematically to have like a restart on the MCU, in order for any of that to go forward, this has to succeed because Fantastic Four started it all in the beginning. Stan Lee, my boy, rest in peace. If you have anything to say, leave it down in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel and give this video a like, and then talk her shit downstairs. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye bye.